Before we start this video, all of the whip soaps have been restocked. You guys sold them out so quickly, and we have restocked every single flavor, so get yours at royaltysoaps.com. Hello everyone, welcome back to Royalty Soaps. Today we're making another soap in our Starlight collection. Now, what is the Starlight collection really inspired by? It's sort of a compilation of a couple of things. In the previous video, I sort of talk about how I'm one of those people that when I look at numbers, I kind of get like a feeling about them. I sort of make up a story about them. This is just something I've done ever since I was a kid. And whenever I see the number 2024, I get this like very celestial, starry, hopeful feeling. And I thought, well, let's put that in a soap collection for the first month of 2024. But I also recently found fantasy book talk. So I'm really into lots of novels like that. Some of the ones that I can recommend like to pretty much anyone at high school on up is The Cedar Shadow Wars. It looks like this. I'll leave you guys a link on Amazon. I actually have talked to the author a couple of times and she's a really marvelous person. So I'm on book 4 of that series. There is a small amount of romance, but nothing way too spicy. Book talk has been a means of escape for me, and I really have just enjoyed seeing what other creators put out. And so this is sort of a love letter, I guess, to people who enjoy fantasy novels. So if you see anything in this series that really resembles something from one of your favorite books, well, it may or may not have been done on purpose, but I am leaving all of the specifics to your own personal imagination. I'm not aligning any of these designs with one specific series. This soap is very minimal, and I have been craving soaps recently that have a more minimal aesthetic. I get this way in the winter. It's pretty common. I always get like real crazy with designs in the summer, lots of like food related things, and then in the winter and the fall, I really get like ingredient focused and I crave simplicity. So this is a more simple design, but the fragrance is delightful. So without further ado, let's make some soap. All right, let's start by pouring our lye water solution into our oils. I'm using the classic recipe today, and I'm just gonna blend this until just past emulsion, and then I'll split the batter in half. All right, that looks super pretty. Gonna go ahead and pour it off. Scrapey, scrapey, my big containy. All right, I'm gonna place this one off to the side. We have our first half here, and to this, I'm going to add a little concoction of reds. Scraping all of that out. Pretty. Blend it up. Now I'm going to add some organic poppy seeds. And I'm gonna blend this up with my fragrance. Then I'm gonna pour off a touch of this mixture that's been pre-colored and fragranced. All right, we'll blend this up. Perfect. I didn't want it a ton. I just wanted it to be ever so slightly lighter so I could get some ghost swirls in there. I mean, what makes a ghost swirl? I don't know. That might be a term that's already been used for something else in soap making, but for me, that just means a swirl that is barely visible. It's so light, but it's the exact same color as your base color. Okay, I'm gonna wipe down the sides of this container real quick. I'm gonna pour this right into the middle, getting all of it out. I don't need anything for the top because this is obviously the bottom layer. All right, and we'll pour that in. Oh man, I am so excited to tell you guys about today's sponsor, Care of. I have really tried to focus on my health this year, and easily one of the most difficult parts of me doing that is trying to figure out which vitamins and supplements to take. But you see, Care of is essentially a personalized subscription service for vitamins and supplements that come every single month right to your door. They offer a curated set of products that are designed to work with research-backed exact ingredients, and optimal doses. And literally all you have to do to get started is take a short, simple quiz on the 𝘍�Eℎ website, and you will get doctor-backed recommendations. Like, it's literally that easy. They also have energy vitamins, which to me essentially helps me cut out the second cup of coffee. I do drink coffee and tea pretty much every morning, but if I take the energy vitamin, it will help me cut the desire for a second cup. Also, the personalized vitamins come in individual packets so that I can just take them out of the cute little container they come in, and I'm not having to manually separate and keep up with a whole bunch of vitamins all day long. I just take the little pack and I'm good. Go to takecareof.com or click the link in the description and use code RoyaltySoaps50 for 50% off your first order. Click that link and simplify your vitamin regimen. Just trust me. Again, that's takecareof.com or click the link in the description and use code RoyaltySoaps50 for 50% off your first order. Thank you so much, 𝘍�Eℎ, for sponsoring today's video, and let's continue our soap making. All right, go ahead and pour this right in. Here comes that second color. That is so pretty. Smells awesome, like truly so good. And I'm gonna scrape all this out. You know, I have actually been leaning towards the concept of simpler soaps in the last couple of years, just from a design perspective. I think they're so pretty, and I love doing, you know, high top soaps, frosted soaps, whatever you want to call them. I've been doing them for years. They go in and out of fashion. Like, they were probably like peak fashion during 2020 to 2022. And now I think they're kind of on the decline, and I think that bars looking a little simpler, that are very much like ingredient specific, where a lot of the marketing is used towards the fact that there's turmeric in it or whatever, seems to be the way that everyone's leaning right now. So it means I'm seeing them more often in like my social media feeds, and the more I see them, the more I like them. I don't know, I'd love to have a whole soap line that was very ingredient specific, like, oh, this soap is made with carrot juice, this soap is made with avocado, like that sort of thing.
I guess she just forgot about us.
It's texture time. I'm gonna give this a good old-fashioned texture. I'm also leaning towards really like fancy candles. The more I see them, the prettier I think they are. I love seeing ones with like crystals on top of them in really gorgeous jars. Okay, perfect. Put a little cocoa powder on the top here. I love a cocoa powder mica line because it turns such a nice dark color in a soap. And I'm actually using it today to separate two very different colors. They're very stark. I really wanted to do another kind of wintry month. I mean, Starlight could very easily fit into any of the seasons, but I'm leaning towards colder colors in this whole collection. I wanted the whole collection to be very ethereal, very much a thing that Book Talk could enjoy, just something that could draw a lot of people in. And I wanted it to feel very hopeful. I know I'm walking into 2024 feeling so much hope. Honestly, I'm so looking forward to that. I have so many goals for the next year. I'm really hoping that I get to be more people focused in my career. I've had to grow things over the last couple of years, and it was very necessary, but I've missed my connection to people. And I feel like as the internet has continued to go further and further, we lose that connection. We have celebrities that rise and fall within a 2-week time frame. And I feel like our impact on other people's lives for the better is so short-lived. And even if that's the case, because that's not something I can control or I can change, I want any touch point that someone has with me to be one of hope, to be one that makes them feel like they can keep moving forward. We're gonna hold to the hope that things will be better and can be better. So that's kind of my goal for next year. All right, let's go ahead and mix up this second layer. As you can see, all of this is very well covered. It's incredibly rare that I break out a second spatula. But I think for this soap it's necessary because I just could not get all the red colorant off of that first one. And it's pretty important that these colors stay separate. This looks like a dessert. It looks like chocolate with white chocolate drizzle and like a strawberry base or something. Smells so pretty, looks so pretty. I cannot wait to texture this one. All right, let me just tap this real quick all along the sides. Okay, so for this next part, I am going to go ahead and mark exactly where my loaves are going to be just for the swirling and to make sure that I end up putting all the berries where they're supposed to go. Now, I'm going to spritz the top with some Sparkle Me Red, just a light dusting of this. Now, here's what we're going to do. We're actually still going to texture the top, but I'm going to use this as sort of an opalescent layer, and then I'm going to move it around with the swirl. So it's not going to be on every single bit of the top, only on certain parts that haven't been touched. Also, every time I use a duster, it ends up getting clogged, and to counteract this, I just have to bang it on the table occasionally, and most of the time that'll do it. All right, I think that's enough. So now I'm going to take my spoon and I'm just going to gently pull to the middle, just like so. So you can see the parts that are being left unaffected. It's just that little line. And this is a very gentle pull. I'm not going down very far at all. All right, now I have my little pink peppercorns and I'm just gonna place those down the center of the soap, just like this. If a few more get off to the side, I'm not gonna worry about it. Just focusing on the center. Okay, peppercorns are on. Now I'm gonna add some cranberry seeds. This, as I'm doing this, and I don't really know why, reminds me of a cardinal on a winter day. Like just seeing red flecked across snow. It's so pretty. Gonna give this a quick spritz, and that's it, we're done. I'm just gonna let it sit for 18 to 24 hours, and then we will come back and we will split this slab into loaves and cut the loaves into bars after this quick commercial break. Look at this soap the next day. This lovely white creamy color looks so good. The cocoa powder line is really noticeable. I think I added just the right amount of poppy seeds. I'm so pleased. Also, the fragrance is really strong, so no complaints. And now you can see why I added as many as I did. Here's what the bar looks like. On the inside, we have these little ghost swirls down here, a very crisp little cocoa powder line. And then of course you have all of your little pink peppercorns on top. It's so cute. Remove my little sample bars from the end. Won't these look nice as samples? And this is such an effective and simple way to make a cold process soap look really spectacular. Question of the day, do you prefer your artisan soaps to look a little simpler like this or to have like 5 or 6 different colors? Grown Up Katie actually leans towards this a lot more, but there was certainly a time when I did not. So I would love to know y'all's opinion. Yeah, look at this. Look at that swirl down there. Ooh, this is like the perfect bar to me. Like look at the top and then look at the inside. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. This soap will be available with the Starlight collection on January 6th, 2024 at 3 p.m. Yeah, at the website, royaltysoaps.com. I hope you all have a lovely, magical winter day. I hope you do something fun for yourself today. Like, I don't know, going and putting together something fun for Christmas. Maybe you have an advent calendar you want to open, or you have some decor you would like to put up. I don't really care what you do. Just do something for you, and I will see you guys next Tuesday. So until then, bye for now. Meow.